first lake fished a lot more like a reservoir. The fish were set up on points, just really one point actually, and then one little pocket in there they're set up in. Just fishing fast moving baits. You can see in the video just using a little DT6. It was a big key one because there's a lot more shad in the lake, unlike some of the lakes around here in the Midwest. And also started throwing just a little straight king crankbait, and I also threw a jerkbait a little bit. Tried slowing down, throwing some other things like mushroom heads and whatnot, jigs. Fish were just not into it. They were straight pre-spawn. They were up there eating, not worrying about going back into coves. Had a blast. You can see there's a mixture of both species. Didn't really matter. They're both set up on the same kinds of things. Hey, recap of this, my second lake we're on, just a natural lake. The fish weren't back in the bay where we were trying to catch them, just little small bucks. Actually, there's very few of them. But big huge thing in the pre-spawn time frame is fishing outside of the coves. You know where the fish are going, you know they're going back into the bays to go back and spawn mostly, or finding suitable habitat, big shallow flats. So we just fished outside of there. There was just some weedy points where these fish were set up on. Basically most of the fish came on crankbaits. The one I was throwing I think must be on a different rod, but just throwing a DT10 in a very natural color, looking like a bluegill. There's just a couple of points set up outside of a spawning bay, some weeds on them. They were just stacked up on those couple points. Later on in the day you could see the fish moved in, and I started to catch them on the rattle trap once again, and they're just starting to barely move back into this bay and to get on some of this wood and whatnot, or starting to get out into the first little cove going back, way back into a main spawning bay. But when fish are going back into those areas, those are a couple of key things. If the fish are way back, which is what people want to do, you want to throw spinnerbaits, chatterbaits and stuff like that, you can still do that. Just got to go more, come out farther, first breaks. Those fish are just setting up. So that's what I did. Thank you.